Hello there. What is going on, you guys? It is an explosion of cool stuff for X-Wing because we just got our Clone Wars announcement, and now all of a sudden we're getting an A-Wing announcement too. They're just dropping all of this stuff on us. I mean, we already knew the A-Wing was coming, but we're finally getting that preview, and people have been really thirsty for this A-Wing preview. So let's go ahead and take a look at this. We are getting a look at the dial, so we are getting Segnor's loop on the RZ-2 A-Wing. We're getting heroic here. They don't really preview heroic here, but this is while you defend or perform an attack. If you have only blank result and have 2 or more results, you may re-roll any number of your dice. So just in case, just to make sure you don't roll that double blank, which actually I think that's a really good EPT or a really good talent. I like that one. Hopefully it's not too expensive because I've been underwhelmed with a lot of the talents thus far. It seems like in X-Wing 1.0, a lot of the talents were better, or there were a lot of really, really good talents, and that was maybe part of the problem, is there are too many must-haves. And now there's a couple of really good ones, but a lot of them are very mediocre, at least for my particular tastes, but I really like this one. We get a look at, a bunch of the cool stuff in here, but that's a pretty good dial. We don't have the 1. We didn't think we were going to have the 1, so we do have the hard 1 turn. A lot of blue maneuvers for 2. A decent number of blue maneuvers for 3. We got the blue 4 straight, the blue 5 straight. We got the 3 S loops and that 5K turn. So, first off, I want to look at the ship itself. We do have lots of actions, lots and lots of actions here for the A-Wing. So we have barrel roll and boost. We have focus and evade and target lock. I mean, if they added any more actions, they'd have to redesign the card because that's a lot of actions that they gave you. No linked actions, but we have refined gyro stabilizers on all the A-Wings, so you kind of have a linked action. So it's doing 2 things. It's telling you that because you can have a turret arc on this ship, you can point it only forward or backwards. And after you perform an action, you may do also red boost or rotate your turret. So you kind of always have push the limit as long as it's to either boost or rotate the turret. So that's kind of cool. We got 2 primary attack, so about what you'd expect from the A-Wing. 3 agility. Now it's not too survivable here. It's got 2 shields and 2 hull, so it still can potentially die pretty quickly. But you're hoping that between all those actions, and your repositioning ability and your movement, you can try to stay alive. I don't think this will be too expensive of a ship, which is kind of good. And it can shoot out of the rear too, which is not bad. As long as you pointed the guns back that way. Now they gave us a couple of our pilots here, so we're gonna look at Zari Bangle. He is the aerial exhibitionist, which can mean a whole bunch of different things. Who knows? But you do not skip your perform action step after you partially execute a maneuver. So if you bump, you still get to, you still get to potentially, do your action, which is nice. However, if you bump and you're on an asteroid, that's a different story. But yeah, no, it's and the wording here is nice too, because it's going to, it answers a lot of questions on its own. Like if you do bump but you're on, a debris cloud, you're going to get stressed from that. So it's not saying you ignore what happens. It's just saying you don't skip the perform action step. So he's almost like the Resistance's version of Arvel Krind, in that you kind of want to bump first, and at Initiative 3, you'll probably be bumping a lot of aces, and then you may still get to shoot them because they may move, after you bump them. So you can still bump, make sure you're still lined up and pointed the way you want to go, and know that they have to go after you. So that's kind of cool. You also have Greer Sonal, nice with the old school A-Wing, the classic Galactic Civil War paint job that we're very familiar with from the Return of the Jedi. Our A-Wing colors there in the garnet and white looking. I guess I don't know exactly what shade that is, but the red and white looks good. And Greer gets the ability to, after you execute a maneuver, you may rotate your turret. Not bad. You can do that for free. So that's okay. Initiative 4, the best of the worst. We have Lulu Lamp Arm. This one's fun. I like Lulu Lamp Arm, also sporting the red and white colors. While you defend or perform a primary attack, if you are stressed, you must roll 1 fewer defense die or 1 additional attack die. So here's kind of like the Resistance's answer to Tycho, somebody that, that kind of wants to be stressed. although it's a double-edged sword for Lulu here, because you're going to roll one less defense die when you're defending, so you kind of want to make sure you're arc dodging. And at initiative 5, it actually works to his favor, his or her favor. Lulu, it's hard for me. Somebody's going to correct me in the comments. Lulu was actually from the Poe Dameron comic issue number 76 when they, I'm not sure. I kind of stopped reading the comics a while back because there were too many coming out and I couldn't keep up with them all. But it's a good ability, but it's, you know what I think is funny about the way that this one is worded is because there's an or. You must roll one fewer defense die or one additional attack die. There's going to be somebody, and this is going to have to be FAQ'd, because somebody out there is going to sit there in a tournament and like, well, I know you're shooting me, and it says I have to roll one less defense die. It says or, though. I'm going to go with the or. I'm going to roll an additional attack die. And he goes, you can't roll an attack die when defending, but it says that I must. And somebody's going to try to roll an attack die while defending. I mean, this is kind of a joke, but I wouldn't be surprised if somebody actually tried to do that, just because sometimes people are like that. I mean, it's pretty obvious what the intent behind this. So, but yeah, that's pretty nice. If you can line up right behind somebody at range 1, and maybe or boost into range 1 to this person, you can get an extra dice. You can roll 4 dice from behind somebody, maybe at range 1. Not me. It's a fun. He'll be a real fun pilot to fly. I like Lulu. And Tali Lintra, or Talisan Lintra. Oh, you couldn't protect those bombers, could you, Tali? Not good enough. Tali has a charge, and it's a recurring charge, so it's going to rechargeable charge. It's a chargeable charge that can be recharged when you charge into battle. All right, I am really terrible. You can tell I've got kids because I'm full of dad jokes. While an enemy ship in your bullseye arc performs an attack, you may spend a charge. If you do, the defender rolls 1 additional die. So basically, if she's got her sights on you, she's making it harder for you to hit your target, because you're like, oh my gosh, Tally's on me, and it's easier for your teammates to get away. So Tally's nice. Initiative 5 is going to help, but I'm not sure how good she'll be, because while Initiative 5 is going to help, it's like, boy, if she were a 6, I almost thought she was going to be a 6 too, because I mean, shoot, she was like thumbs upping Poe in the pilot seat. You're like, oh, she's another really good pilot. She survived the first battle, which means that she's really good. But maybe it would have been a little too broken to make her a 6. I can see that. But it's a cool ability. I like Lulu better. I think Lulu's more fun. I think Tally's got more of a skill cap, more of a skill curve, and with a decent payoff. Especially rolling an extra die if you've got to focus. It's not a bad deal. All right, so we're also going to get Proton Rockets. Bullseye arc, 5 die. We've seen these already though, and of course they would naturally make sense that they would go that they'd be nicely used with an AWing. We have some new tech. So we've got primed thrusters and a nice AWing artwork on there, and small ship only, which is interesting because that means you can use these on any ship that can take tech. While you have 2 or fewer stress tokens, you can perform barrel roll and boost actions, even while stressed. And the interesting thing about this is primed thrusters, when used with refined gyro stabilizers, after you perform an action, you may perform a red boost or red action. Now, if you can do another one even while stressed, you could really squeeze some shenanigans out of this AWing. I think that'll be kind of fun. Primed thrusters is going to be good anywhere, though. I'm sure this will be real good on the T-70s as well, because I mean we've seen primed thrusters in 1.0, and they were great to have, especially on your aces and on your PS6s. It'd be real nice to have. And then we have a resistance only tech. So First Order can't use this, but it's Ferrosphere paint. So for the first time ever, you can not only paint your ships in real life, but now you can also paint them in game with the Ferrosphere paint. If after an enemy ship locks you, if you are not in that ship's bullseye arc, the ship gains a stress token. So it becomes harder for them to target lock you. You know, I don't know. I mean, I guess it's like deflective, like radar deflecting paint. So they shoot the little targeting laser on you, and part of it shines back like somebody pointing a laser pointer in your eye. That's kind of how I'm doing this. I'm thinking when you not only did you get a cool paint job, but your little astromech, your little BB droid is out there with a laser pointer trying to blind them a little bit, just to annoy them. It doesn't completely blind them. It's like the batteries are going dead in the laser pointer, but it really just ticks them off, gives them a stress token. Maybe my description is totally bonkers here, but yeah, the RZ-2 A-Wing is coming. They say it's coming by the fourth quarter of 2018. Now, my prediction is that these will definitely be out before Christmas, but I think they will be out much sooner. We might even get an update before December. I wouldn't be surprised if these are on their way by December 1st. By then, maybe before then. I feel like they're not updating their upcoming page, and stuff that says it's still at the printer isn't really still at the printer. You know, I feel like these have been on the boat for a while. I mean, for crying out loud, they announced all this stuff at Gen Con. Like they were closer to being done with it, and I just feel like it's no way it's still being printed. Some of the other stuff that was announced at Gen Con was like still saying like a few days ago that it's still in development. I'm like, oh come on, it's not in development. These things are actually going to be going out for review copies pretty soon. I don't know if I'm going to get any, but it'd be nice. If you're listening, FFG. No, we'll see. I don't know. But anyway, all right, I want to thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. Don't forget to enter to win that huge giveaway for a Super Star Destroyer. All you have to do is become a subscriber and leave a comment on this or one of my other videos. It's as simple as that. You don't want to miss that out. That's going to be coming on about the 21st of December, so stay tuned for that. It's going to be awesome, and I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Big thanks to all of my patrons on Patreon as well. You guys are awesome, and I will be, for all you Armada fans out there, there's more Armada videos coming as well, so stay tuned for that. All right, I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and have a great day.